Okay, so now the lower shaft is attached to the bearing here on the side. I have it lined up right now this way here, and these two set of holes here were the original set of holes to have it lined up offset, and that was just seemed to be fighting too much. And I was going to actually have this welded, another piece welded here to the back so I can have the other screw here. But I decided just to do tests before we get into more and more work. And that's my idea here, to just cut this pipe and just have this angled. And that angle doesn't stay that way. That's actually when the machine is stopped and out of rest. Normally this weight, if you look at the device, now I've pushed it up. And basically now this is the way that the machine should be operating. And now, as you see, the weight is level when it's operating like that. So, and that's about at the position that it would also be the lower weight. So, while I have that there, when you think about it, this lower weight here, since this shaft is always bent the same angle, it's really not a weight that's going to be falling. It's just turning around, and so basically it's a flywheel as far as I can see. The weight that could have adding gravity and gravity force to the system, I think, is more like this weight, because now if this weight falls like that, it's pushing on that shaft there. And if you see, that shaft there now has gone back, which is actually, if this thing is turning clockwise and that weight, this upper weight falls, is just at the point where it falls down, then it pushes that back, and that's actually worked by gravity. But it's pushing it back in a counterclockwise direction here. So there seems to be something that I don't have not quite figured out here. So the other thing that is not like the Skinner device is when he has it stopped here and he grabs hold of this weight and he pulls on it. And if you see, as soon as I pull on it, my lower weight is coming back. Now, even if I hold it with my shoe here, because I'm holding the camera here, I don't know if it's because he was holding that lower weight with his. Now I'm doing that, but what's happening is the bottom of the shaft here is flexing back this way, because there's a change in dimension at the top here, and it's actually now that shaft is being pulled this way. And since I've got just a 5/8 shaft here, I think basically it's just that metal flexing there. It's not flexing in these section here. It's basically flexing right here at this joint here. And I could always get that welded so that it's got zero flex, but I don't know, I'm not too sure. So as you see, if I move this, it's pretty well, the two are connected together. They're not loosely, so I'm not too sure about that. Plus I've tested the device, and basically, when I put the generator on the bottom there under load, I've got all those light bulbs there. It is under load as it is now. It's connected, and I have my Variac with these meters here, and I can start the device now. So now it's slowly starting to turn. And what's happening here is this shaft is still, or this weight is still down there, and that's kind of a difficult thing to get it to ride up, and it needs to come to ride up so that it is kind of like always trying to fall down and putting gravity back into this shaft here. So I'm not quite getting that. So I'll give it more speed, and by giving it more speed here, you see the weight is starting to lift, and then the bottom is just kicking back. So now if I reduce the voltage and try to slowly bring it together, now I went back to that. Trying to slowly here get them synchronized. So that's kind of what I'm getting here. And well, we haven't looked at the load, but basically you'll see that the bulb will light up as this is happening. And then this is the voltage and current, so it's just fluctuating up and down. And now I'll bring it to a steady state here. So there it is at about so as you see, it's kind of like difficult to get it to work the way he has it. So more fine tuning and better understanding of the components need to come into play here. So that has not all been done yet. But I'm starting to think that possibly a universal joint might solve the issue there. So right now I have it tuned so that it's stable. And as you see there, I have around 700 milliamps at 8.7 volts. And now I'll disconnect the load. So the load is off now, and now you see the current has gone down. And there you go. So at this time, the load is being reflected back to the prime mover. I don't have this thing working quite well. I'll increase the voltage here so that the RPM can increase. So now you see that the upper shaft now has raised up. So that's good, okay? And there's no load. And right now we have about 400 milliamps at 14 volts. And now I'll connect the load. And as you can see, it's now drawing more current, 800 milliamps about. But now the upper shaft is riding its weight up like the Skinner device, and we have a constant light bulb. So that's only dimly lit. I would say that's only about, that would represent about 5 watts of light there. Those are 10 watt, 12 volt bulbs. And there you go. You're seeing the first attempt of the device operating. Give you a close up there at the top. So for a first attempt, I'm kind of pleased. I didn't think that I would have this all working the first time. I'll try to back out here, give you a little more of a shot. go. That is about all I'll do for now. And like I say, we still need to do some figuring around here, because I don't think everything is working. Definitely it's not working as Mr. Skinner had it working. So that's it. Bye now.